Hi, friends, and welcome to today's Showcase Sunday. Welcome to Paperback Princess. I'm Nicole. I'm going to be doing my post today. I went to BEA a few weeks ago. I think it's almost been like 3 weeks now. Life kind of got crazy. I had to go on an all of the sudden, family road trip. So I really wasn't home, and then I had a week where I had to readjust back to work, and so things are kind of finally starting to calm down. I'm actually supposed to be moving my things right now. I'm moving into an apartment and out of my parents' home very shortly, sometime over the summer. But we have the apartment and we're starting to move stuff in, and I kind of don't want to acknowledge that I have to be doing that right now. So today I'm going to talk to you about all the different BEA books that I got. I could do all of my BEA books in one hot shot, but I decided that I want to relive this a little bit longer, so I'm going to do a series of videos. I'm going to divide them by season that they're being released. So today's video is going to be the summer releases and books that I've already read from BEA. The next one will be fall releases, which will consist of September, October, November releases that I got, and mostly winter because I only got like 3 or 4 winter books that are going to be coming out. And then lastly, I have all the books that have already been released that I got at BEA. So these consist of any books that were released prior to June, so May and earlier. So right now I'm going to start with the books that I have already read from BEA, and then I'll start doing the summer books. So for starters, I got The Darkest Path by Jeff Hirsch. I didn't really like Magisterium. This was a step up for me. I like that. I have a review coming. I know I'm sending it to Amy. Amy might be reviewing it as well. Next up, this is War by Lisa Roker and Laura Roker. It's a book about 4 girls getting revenge after one of their friends dies. Typical tale. Next up is The Rule of Thirds by Chantel Girton. I got this from one of my girlfriends that came to BEA but decided she didn't want it. Really quick read, interesting, cute, fun. You'll see my review come up on that. Starry Nights by Daisy Whitney. Really enjoyed this one. Got it on a spur from Bloomsbury after I saw a friend post a picture that she got it, and I was very jealous. Really cute story. Made me want to go to Paris. Yeah. Camp Kiss by J.K. Rock is a novella before Camp Boyfriend. Very cute. Brought me back to when I was 13. Don't know if that's going to get a review, but we'll see. Unfed by Christy McKay. This is the sequel to Undead, which I got at BEA last year. I read that on my cruise, and that was really killer because I'm funny. This was really good. Really enjoyed it. Can't wait for the next one. Zombies, really. The Boy on the Bridge by Natalie Staniford. Thank you to Scholastic. That's all I'm going to say on that subject until it comes out. Just Like Fate by Kat Patrick and Suzanne Young. There aren't even words to cover this. It's pretty great. Fortunately, The Milk by Neil Gaiman. And this one is signed. Really also cute. The Shade of the Moon by Susan Beth Pfeiffer. This is the 4th in a series that she published in early 2000s that originally wasn't going to get a 4th book, and then everyone kept asking, what about another book, because she kind of left it with this ending that didn't leave you satisfied at all. This felt much better, so there's that. The Infinite Moment of Us by Lauren Myracle. This one is also signed. I have to write my review on this because it's going out to someone special. The Strange and Familiar Place by Rachel Carter. This is the second to So Close to You. Loved it. This one is also signed. I just have to make that stack neater because otherwise it's not going to be able to hold the rest of these books. Some Quiet Place by Kelsey Sutton. I read this book as early as I did because I was like, oh, I'll read it and I'll get it off my shelf. Because this cover creeps me out. Like, she has no eyes or arms and it's just pretty creepy. But then I really, really enjoyed it. So I think it's going to stay on my shelves. Also, signed. And yes, Kelsey, I did enjoy it. So thank you. And the last book, well, I did read another book. Sunny Sweet is So Not Sorry, but when my sister came to visit, she ran off with it. It's about an evil genius little sister. Also, thank you to Bloomsbury. Very adorable. Kind of the story of my life. I'm working on the review for that now. Next up, and this is just wonderful, I got the bound manuscript for Perfect Room by Lauren DeStefano. That review is done. It's awesome. It's like so imperfect and it's wonderful. I love that it's not perfect. And I mean, I know some people get crazy, and I'm gonna buy the finished copy because this is just so beautiful, and I love the cover. But there's no like page numbers or anything, so very cool. Now these are all of my summer releases. So we have The Testing by Joelle Charbonneau. My mom already read it, and she loved it. So I'm excited for that one. That one's my next book. I'm finishing a blog tour book first. So Heartbeat by Elizabeth Scott. Not really sure exactly when it's coming out. The book says February 2014. Goodreads says August 2013. Her website says February 2014. Barnes & Noble says August 2013. Amazon says January 2014. Your guess is as good as mine. Ink by Amanda Sun. Oh, this got banned. It's sad, but it happens. If you ever go to BEA, expect things like this to happen. It's unavoidable when you have so many books. But forgivable. It's an advanced reader copy. You just gotta love your books. This one is signed. Actually, all three of these are signed. Except this one's from my sister's high school. And this one is for me. Ink sounds really awesome. I've heard really great things. Very excited to read it. Next up is not signed. Bummer, but I'm so excited for it. Crown of Midnight, Sarah J. Maas. I'm kind of putting it off just because I don't want it to happen yet. Because if it happens, then I have to wait like another year before the next book. I don't want to wait. Just don't want to wait. So that. And I also talked to Bloomsbury and I said that I would love to see a bound copy of the novellas. And they said, wow, really? You know, that's something we like to know. I said, do it. I like having all of my books together. So there's that. Next up is Stalked by Death by Kelly Hashway. I read the first book, wasn't really thrilled by it, but I'm eager to see what changes this is going to bring. This is also signed. I'm hoping that it's better. So, The Returned by Jason Mott. This is an adult book. Harlequin was really, really pushing this book, and my friend wound up with 2 copies of it, and so she gave me her second copy, and because I originally wasn't going to pick it up, and then, you know, she gave it to me, and I was reading the back, and I was like, wow, I really want this. It's about people kind of coming back from the dead, so I'm interested to see that. Roller Girls, Falling Hard, another book cast off by my friend that I'm excited to read. It's about roller derby girls. It's got to be interesting. Roller derby? Yeah. Next up is Silo by DJ McHale. We have an extra copy of this that's signed. I thought that a friend hadn't gotten it, and I got it signed, and it turned out that she did. He was signing for like 4 hours because he was just talking to everybody, which was really awesome of him. Really, really awesome. So, nowhere is safe. This is a finished copy. That comes out next month. I think Amy is going to wind up doing the review of this. She's a huge DJ McHale fan. She had one of her copies of Pendragon with her that I think she had him sign. And she gushed about it with him. So it was really cute. Next up is Left Drowning by Jessica Park. Heard also really good things about this. My friend wound up casting it off and I snagged a copy. The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. Brianna is reading this right now, and she was so pumped about this book coming out that I'm going to leave the review to her. They were really pushing this book too, but really exciting. Sounds really awesome. And then this is the actual cover of it. There you go. So very exciting stuff. Next up is Indelible by Dawn Metcalf. And it's signed. She was unofficially there, officially there. And she was signing it for people that were waiting in line. And she kind of wandered through the Harlequin line. So there's that. Another adult book is The Husband's Secret by Leanne Moriarty. She finds a letter from her husband basically saying, open in case I die, but she opens it and he's not dead. And that leads to bad things happening. So very excited for that. I really wanted to read What Alice Forgot. And I just haven't. How my book to read shelf just doesn't get any shorter. So I'm almost done. Next we have The Beginning of Everything by Robin Schneider. Under the Empyrean Sky by Chuck Wendig. I got this because my friend Marty Cahill said, you must read this. So here it is. Marty, if this isn't good, I'm going to beat you with it. Not that I don't think that it'll be good, but I'm not really a high fantasy person. Next up is Ghost Time by Courtney Eldridge. This kind of randomly wound up in my bag. I have a feeling that this was one of my friend's cast-offs. So, still excited to see it, explore it, see what's going on. And last but not least is Swept Up by the Sea by Tracy and Laura Hickman. I like mermaids and fairy tales and this romantic fairy tale. But it's marketed as a young adult fantasy. So I'm not really sure if it's like romance, like boom, chicka, wow, wow, or if it's like romance. We'll see. But either way, that concludes part 1 of my BEA snags. Brianna's BEA post is already up. That is linked below. I'm getting to mine. Like I said, I've somewhat fallen behind, mostly because having a full-time job is a little bit rough. But I'm working on it, guys. Either way, if you went to BEA, link me up to what you got. I love scoping out what other people got. Because you're always like, damn, I didn't know that was there. I wound up getting a copy of Such a Rush by Jennifer Eccles. That I'm not going to be showing books that I already have that I got. I can if you really ask. But I got a ton of books. They're actually already packed away. But BEI, amazing. If you can, totally come out for it. Even if it's just once. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And if you go, you gotta. You just gotta. So until next time, guys, toodaloo.